got one of the Akdal MKA1919s, gas-fed semi-automatic shotgun. At current market, they're shipped with 5-round magazines to beat import restrictions. Pretty cool gun. It's loosely based around the 1100 platform, the Remington 1100. A lot of the accessories are interchangeable. You can see that we have a tactical window latch in place of the factory latch, which is kind of neat. The manual of arms is the M16's virtually the same safety, same bolt release, loosely based around it. Same overall sight arrangement. See how it runs.
You gonna be alright?
I'd hate to fuck with that person.
How do you like that?
Pretty good, I guess.
Pretty cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, the only real complaint that I have with this gun overall, I don't like the bedazzlement on the safety. Let's have a look at that.
You don't like it?
No.
I got this on my cell phone.
Yeah, I mean, if I was gonna, rob the Grand Ole Opry, I could understand. Or maybe if I was Paris Hilton, I might want that bedazzlement on there, but I don't fit either one of those
That's
particular
tactical,
scenarios.
Though. That's tactical.
Very tactical though.
That's tactical bejazzles.
Yep, it is.
What am I shooting out of here?
You're shooting 2 3/4 Magnum S&B buckshot.
All right.
Pretty stout load.
Max load.
What's that?
12 pellet max load.
All right, that was a 10-yard patterning, 10 shots of the S&B buckshot. That's not too bad. It's hitting a little low, but that's pretty much all in the kill zone there.
At least he's going to be holding his,
Yeah.
Try some Fiocchi low recoilers and see what they do.
All right. Good. Do that again.
Is your shotgun loaded?
Excellent.
Don't bring it out here.
Trigger needs a little work.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely not like a Sega trigger.
No, not quite as controllable either.
We got a chance to take the MKA 1919 out for a little spin just now. We put probably about, 100 rounds or so full power ammo out of it, thereabouts. And some low recoil slugs, low recoil bird shot, and other field loads. Didn't run too bad. It tended to like the full power ammo the most. There's a few little things about the gun that I'm not particularly crazy about. I've never been ultra fond of an 1100 operating system, and it seems like it does have that inherent, it's a little slow, kind of like the 1100. It doesn't cycle quite as fast as a Sega. I know that the trigger mechanism seems like it could use a little work, because when comparing it to the Sega 12, it doesn't really have that fast trigger that you expect on a converted Sega. Of course, the bejewelment here on the safety has definitely got to go. I think that's really a joke, more or less. One of the minor qualms that I have about the gun in general, because you're used to the manual arms of an AR-15. If the bolt is allowed to ride forward and you dry fire the weapon can be put on safe, which may not seem like a huge deal to a lot of people, but to me it's just one of those things that the safety just in itself to me feels a little cheap overall. Seems like they could maybe beef up that a little bit, because that's a pretty important thing in a firearm, is its safety. Other than that, the manual arms is relatively similar to an AR. One thing that Ray mentioned on this earlier that I think is a good thing for them to consider is also the actual mag release catch override. Basically, if you slap on the mags too hard, the actual magazine movement is pretty much stopped by the safety latch. So if you slap on it too hard, when that latch engages, you could definitely damage it if you hit it too hard and/or damage your magazines. So
It's actually causing the magazines, if you hit them hard, the bumps on the magazine are actually being able to be forced up inside of the mag well and override the magazine catch,
Right.
which will cause the bolt to actually ride and hit the back of the magazine if you slam the mags in there. So at this point, maybe they'll beef up the magazines, maybe they'll put a little bit larger stops on them, maybe a band around the magazine to keep it from going in too deep.
yeah, I mean, I would like to see some of the parts just beefed up a little bit. I mean, like the overall sight and everything, just, you know, you've got all polymer right here. I'd like to see that maybe beefed up a bit. The receiver is aluminum, so it's nice and lightweight. I like that fact of it. I mean, it's a nice shotgun. I think it's got a lot of potential. It seems to be built well, and I mean, it's engineered well. It's put together with quality materials, and I think that once a lot of the aftermarket accessories and tinkerers, such as me and Ray, start really hitting on this thing hard, I think we might be able to have some really interesting little accessories for this thing. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll keep you in the loop as to, you know, what develops with this shotgun.